Well, folks, we may be in the shits again. It looks like fourth round with Iran is about to go off. Let's take a look at this little update. I'm Tal, the Traveling Clat, your sweet Zionist prince. If you want to be a sweet Zionist prince or princess just like me, get the merch down below in the description at thetravelingclat.com. And let's take a look at this clip from Fox News.
A new report states Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is planning to brief President Trump on possible new strikes in Iran. NBC reports Israeli officials are worried Iran is expanding production of its ballistic missile program. A White House spokesperson tells NBC in response, the International Atomic Energy Agency and Iranian government corroborated the United States government's assessment that Operation Midnight Hammer totally obliterated Iran's nuclear capabilities. As President Trump has said, if Iran pursued a nuclear weapon, that site would be attacked and would be wiped out before they even got close. President Trump and Netanyahu are reportedly expected to meet later this month in Florida. Charlie, Rachel, and Grace.
So here's the thing. I have a lot of sources, a lot of intel sources that I speak to regularly about this stuff before I make videos on them. And when my team approached me to potentially make a news update on this today, I was already getting some briefings from people that this is something I may want to look at or may want to cover. I'll bring up from the Israeli side. I just saved something on Instagram. This is what we're seeing on our side. It's been a few days of this, actually, where we've been getting updates like this. So here's this is one of Israel's more popular Instagram shit news posting. It's called Push IL. And they do a lot of fear mongering, but they're called. They titled it Iran נערכת למתקפה על ישראל, ארצות הברית, האיראנים חופרים בור עמוק. Translates to Iran is preparing for an attack on Israel, and from the United States' end, the Iranians are digging a deep hole. Now, clearly, we're not talking about Iranian people, not the Persian people. We're talking about the IRGC, the Ayatollahs, the mullahs, the Khomeinis, the fuckheads who keep destroying their country over and over again, who are literally running out of water. From New York Post, Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu expected to pitch Trump on an Iran strike during a Mar-a-Lago meeting coming up this week, I believe, or maybe tomorrow. And we're just seeing updates sort of trickling out here. This is the newest one from just a couple hours ago, I believe, maybe even sooner than a couple hours ago. PM Netanyahu, we are aware that Iran is conducting military exercises. We are monitoring this and making necessary preparations. I want to make it very clear to Iran, any action against Israel will be met with a very harsh response. And Israeli security officials told Army Radio, we are monitoring Iranian efforts to manufacture ballistic missiles at a high pace. The Islamic regime of Iran has not stopped since they were attacked in their facility at Fordo. They always doubled down. They never properly ceased fire or ceased production. They were always planning on striking Israel again at some point. We know this. This has been reported. And it maybe looks like they are asking for the fall of the regime. We're all hoping for it, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Amit Segal reports, U.S. Ambassador to Israel Huckabee at the INSS conference. I don't know if Iran ever took Trump seriously until the night when the B-2 bombers flew to Fordo. I hope they got the message, but apparently they didn't get the full message because it seems they're trying to rebuild and find a new way to dig the hole deeper, to secure it more tightly. If the Europeans don't understand that that presents a real threat to all of us, all of Europe as well, then they are even dumber than sometimes I think they are. This is absolutely true. And the Europeans have proven themselves, again, to be not just ignorant, but very dumb European leaders on this matter. The Islamic regime's goals do not stop with destroying Israel. It is why they call America the big cancer and Israel the small cancer. They see all of Western society, bar none, as evil, as backwards, as something to be destroyed, as a means to an end, especially an apocalyptic end with a religious worldview. We are looking at an enemy that will never stop until we destroy it. We have to destroy it. In their upcoming meeting, Trump and Netanyahu will discuss another strike in Iran. In Australia, Israeli Geffen Biton, who fought terrorists with his bare hands on Bondi Beach, was critically injured in fighting for his life. So if you want news updates, Amit Segal is a great place to get news updates. We're looking at a very, very, very contentious and potential near future here, post-Hanukkah. Coming into the Christmas season, we have no idea when this is going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. People are a bit on edge. We're all stronger and more prepared than last time. But what we have been warned time and time again since the last round with Iran is that whatever happens this time, this second time, or this now will be fourth time with Iran, will be stronger than anything we've witnessed. And I do believe that. First two were terrifying. Third, I wasn't here for it, but was very deadly and very dangerous. And the fourth will be nothing less than that, in my opinion. Army chief hinting at a potential new Iran war, says IDF will strike wherever required. IDF chief of staff, Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir warned Sunday that the military will strike Israel's enemies wherever required on a near and distant fronts, like apparently hinting that Israel may again need to attack in Iran. At the center of the longest and most complex war in Israel's history stands the campaign against Iran. He said in reference to the multi-front war that erupted on October 7th with Hamas' attack on southern Israel and drew in Lebanon, Hezbollah, Yemen's Houthis, Iraqi militias, and the Islamic Republic itself. Iran is the one financed that armed ring of strangulation that around Israel that stood behind the plans for its destruction. He said that at a hangover ceremony for the head of the IDF planning directorate. Zamir's comments came a day after NBC News reported that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will present plans for a new potential attack on Iran to the U.S. President Donald Trump during his upcoming visit to Washington. I wonder if the posturing of all this is to dissuade Iran from doing it, but they know that the Islamic regime of Iran will not stop. I don't really know what the point of publicizing everything is. It's odd to me sometimes that we publicize everything, like everything is publicized. But I want to end this video with a video that's gone viral in response to the Bondi attack, but from an Iranian Christian, from a Persian Christian who knows firsthand what we're fighting against. And I know I have a large Christian audience, so I think this will mean a lot to you guys during Christmas season. Please listen to this young man's message and heed his warning.
Persian Christian here, ex-Muslim, born and raised in Iran. So you have to listen to me. I have the perfect solution for y'all. If the Western countries and all the liberals don't open up their fucking eyes, what happened in Sydney, Australia can happen anywhere else, just like it's been happening in the past few decades, and y'all just wanted to ignore it and be like, it's not about Islam. It is about Islam. It's written in their scripture, in their hadiths and in Quran. Look at this. It's not me saying this. It's written. This is evidence. So if you want to argue, you have to be well knowledgeable. You have to be well equipped with the right knowledge, okay? So study this. And let me tell you something. Islam destroyed the country that I was born in, Iran. Iran got destroyed by Muslims, by Shia Muslims, right? Every single country surrounding Iran is not really doing good. Just look at them. Afghanistan, because of Islam. Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, Yemen, Oman. How many more countries? Isn't it pretty obvious that, yes, Islam is not able to progress. Islam is not able to create a well-maintained society. And don't tell me about UAE. You know UAE is liberal. You know UAE is going through a whole different route. So don't use them as an example. When Muslims took over, when Muhammad was taking over, Islam started from one city, Mecca. They went to a city named Yathrib. They renamed it to Medina after killing all the Jewish tribes. So when they follow a guy like Muhammad who had all those wives and who raped a 6-year-old girl named Aisha and who killed all these people just because he wanted to expand, obviously this is going to happen right now. That his followers going to go to different countries and kill innocent people because they think this is a jihad. Not all Muslims are bad people. I want to argue that 80% of the Muslims are victims of a long-term systematic Islamic invasion in their countries. Syria was a Christian nation. Lebanon was a Christian nation. Egypt was a Christian nation. Persia was Zoroastrian. They're all Muslims right now. They don't even know why they're Muslims.
Yep.
Did you know that Coptic Christians used to mark their kids with a little cross after the Muslim people took over, after the Islamist people took over, because they used to kill Coptics, and Coptics didn't want their kids to forget that they were born Christian. The same thing will happen over here if you don't fucking open up your eyes. It's written in Quran and Hadith. I'm not making up anything. I have great Muslim friends. They don't even know what they're Muslims. They drink and they smoke and stuff like this. So you're not a full Muslim. Just accept it. Just leave it behind. But the solution to all of this, close down all the Islamic centers everywhere, especially United States. Because they don't want you. They hate you. So how can you have a center in a country that you hate them? Close them down, kick out all the muftis and ayatollahs and whoever is related to them and all the Islamist people. And if you're Muslim, you want to come over here, you have to write down that I'm leaving Islam behind legally. Done. Persian Christian here, ex-Muslim.
Look, I don't agree with his entirety, and I know a lot of people give me shit for this. I don't agree with everything he said there. But here's the thing. You have to listen to him. You have to listen to him. He is not an extremist. He is not a bigot. He is a person whose family and him have suffered at the hands of these people. For all the Tim Pools of the world and the Nick Fuenteses and the Dave Smiths, for all these righteous lords who don't want to fight Israel's wars, you don't want to get involved for Israel. Well, let me tell you something, bucko. You're involved in this war, whether you like it or not, motherfucker. Wake up. Wake up. When they're done with Israel, they are coming for you next. Beeline. Beeline to you and to your mother. They don't care that you're just a nice Christian boy. They don't care that you're atheist, Dave Smith, or that your father was Jewish. They don't care. They do not care. They're coming. You either fight them or you die. That's it. You don't really have a lot of options. You can say, you can blame it on Israel, blame it on the Jews. You don't want to fight the Jews' wars. You don't want to fight Israel's wars. But guess what? They're coming for you. So make a fucking decision. The next couple weeks are going to be interesting. We'll see what happens and how this develops. This could go on for months. Who knows? There's been talk of this since the war ended with Iran way back when, in July. But we don't know. We don't know where this is going to go. We have no idea. I'll see you guys next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Klats.
There's no time like the holiday season. Right, Jew? I meant Zionist. I just love the hot cocoa, the sleigh bells ringing. How could I forget Saint Netanyahu and his little Mossadlings flying around the world passing $7,000 to each person who says something remotely moderate about the Jews or Israel. Oh, what? You didn't get your 7,000? I'm sorry, little Timmy. I mean, Yossi. Well, that changes today. Just head over to thetravelingclad.com and claim your 7,000 with a matching hat. Oh yeah, baby, what a better way to let everyone know the holiday season is here and that you're in cahoots with the Israeli government than by getting this amazing shirt. It quite literally says, Israel paid me $7,000. Rub it in their face, and while they're out in the cold like a bunch of losers, you're warm in your $7,000 hoodie with a matching hat. Come on, folks, it's holiday season. Grab some merch, or old Saint Netanyahu is gonna leave you a burnt jachnun in your stocking for not being proud of your 7,000. Thetravelingclad.com. Get your 7K today.
If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.